Good morning everyone. So in today's period we are going to start with the first chapter, 7th standard first chapter, and that is the nutrition in plants. Okay, so we are going to discuss about the nutrition in plants. After listening the word nutrition, I think so many students having a different definition of this word, different concepts related with the nutrition. First of all, I just want to explain about the plants and the animals. We know that the plants and animals is having many different things. They are different from each other. They are totally different from each other. Plants make their own food, but human beings or animals, they are not making their own food. So we are getting this nutrition from the plants. Okay. So first of all, before starting the lesson, we should discuss the definition of nutrition. So here we are going to discuss about the definition of nutrition. So student, nutrition is none other. Nutrition means that the food which we are getting from the plants, utilizing the food which we are getting from the plants. As we all are well known about that, we are getting the food from the plants, and that food, utilization of that food by the animals is known as the nutrition. The food which we are getting from the plants and the human being utilizing that food is known as a nutrition. Means the plants are providing us food, they are not directly giving us nutrition. Okay, that food we are eating, and after eating that food we are getting nutrition. Point is clear? Plants are providing food to us, and the human being or animals are utilizing that food in the form of nutrition, in the form of energy, and that energy is known as a nutrition. So definition is too much easy. The food obtained by plants utilizing by the animals is known as a nutrition. I hope सबको ये concept clear है. प्लांट्स हमें फूड देते हैं और उस फूड का यूटिलाइजेशन ह्यूमन बींग्स और एनिमल्स करते हैं. ह्यूमन बींग्स और एनिमल्स जब उसका यूटिलाइजेशन करते हैं वो इन द फॉर्म ऑफ न्यूट्रिशन करते हैं. सो दिस इज अ डेफिनेशन ऑफ द न्यूट्रिशन. So here look at here already I written the definition of nutrition. So the process of obtaining and utilizing food by living organism is called as a nutrition. The process of obtaining and utilizing food by living organism is called as a nutrition. जो भी फूड हमें प्लांट से मिलता है उस फूड का यूटिलाइजेशन एंड utilization by the living organism is called as a nutrition. So I think so your definition is clear. Now depend on the nutrition, there are the two types of plants. Depend upon the nutrition, there are two types of plants, because हमें two types के plants nutrition देते हैं. So here we are going to discuss about that parts. So here next part we are going to see that is a modes of nutrition. Okay, so here we are going to discuss about the modes of nutrition. So as per the before that, I just want to explain the objectives of this lesson. At the end of this lesson you will able to define the nutrition. Second is describe the autotrophic mode of nutrition in plants. Next is explain the process of photosynthesis. You are able to explain the process of photosynthesis. Describe heterotropic mode of nutrition in plants, and with that also explain the different types of heterotropic mode of nutrition. So students, first we discuss about the mode of nutrition. So here mode of nutrition. So there are two types of mode of nutrition are there. First is autotrophic nutrition and second is heterotropic nutrition. So these are the two types of nutritions. So one by one we will discuss. First, in front of you can see on the screen that is a mode of nutrition, that is autotrophic nutrition. So in the autotrophic nutrition, in this kind of mode of nutrition, organisms make food themselves from single substance. These organisms are called as the autotrophs. This type of nutrition, they are making their food by own. Second is a phototropic nutrition. Note down, phototropic nutrition is known as the heterotropic nutrition, and in this the organisms are not prepare their food by own, they are depend on others. Like here one animal you can see, one human being you can see, they cannot prepare their own food. So the next is the photosynthesis process. So photosynthesis process means that the plants can make their own food, but for making their own food they require sunlight, carbon dioxide, water, and in this process they are releasing oxygen. The arrow marks you can show that they want sunlight, carbon dioxide and water, and they are releasing the oxygen. So the process by which green plants synthesize their own food from the carbon dioxide and water, the presence of chlorophyll and solar energy, this is known as the photosynthesis process. The raw material which is required for the photosynthesis process, that first raw material is the carbon dioxide. So the carbon dioxide present in the atmosphere is taken by the plants through small opening present on the surface of the leaves. Every leaf is having some openings, small openings, pores. On the leaves, pores are there, and through that pores they are taking inside the carbon dioxide. Again, the second raw material which they want, that is the water. Downside you can see that through the roots and through the xylomes. Two types of tubes are there, xylomes and phloem. So through the xylomes they are absorbing the water and sending towards the leaves. Okay, here you can see the way of absorbing the water, and through the stomata they are releasing the water. That process is also known as the transpiration process. Here clearly you can see that the raw material required for the photosynthesis process is water also. Second is, here you see the stomata. Through the stomata they can release the water droplets also. Now here two raw materials we discussed, one is a water and second is a carbon dioxide. And लीफ पोर्स में वो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड को एब्सॉर्ब कर लेते हैं और रूट से वाटर एब्सॉर्ब करके वो लीव्स तक ट्रांसफ़र कर देते हैं. Second thing is that sunlight. In the presence of sunlight only, plants can prepare their own food. If sunlight is not available, water is not there and carbon dioxide is not there, so the plants cannot prepare their own food. With that, they require one more thing, that is a chlorophyll. Okay, the green color of leaves. So here in front of you equation is given. Carbon dioxide plus water, in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, they can produce the carbohydrate and oxygen. They can produce glucose. Carbohydrate is also known as the glucose, and oxygen and water also. So significance of photosynthesis process. So in the photosynthesis process, plants are making their own food with the help of carbon dioxide, sunlight and water, and in that process they are releasing the oxygen. With the oxygen they can make their own food, and that process is known as a photosynthesis process. So photosynthesis helps in the conversion of solar energy into the organic matter that makes the bulk of dry matter of organism. Photosynthesis is the primary source of organic food for all living forms, either directly or indirectly. Photosynthesis also helps in purifying air and maintaining the balance of oxygen and carbon dioxide. So students, here in front of you 2-3 questions are there. So try to give the answers. The first product produced in the process of photosynthesis is a fat. I think you are knowing about that. It is a false statement. The green pigment found in the leaves is called as a chlorophyll. So answer, it should be true, because the green thing which is present in the leaves, that is known as a chlorophyll. Now move towards the next.